Great, thank you so much for chatting with me today. Can you start off by telling us your name and your role in the film, The Adventures of Sleepy the Magical Bear, please?
Hi, thanks for having me, first of all. I'm Danny, and I am one of the composers in the film.
Amazing. Danny, I hear a slight accent. Are you from London or?
Well, I used to live in Brighton for several years before I moved up to Yorkshire. So now I'm in the but I grew up in Germany, so there's a
what it is.
of all the different accents in there.
Amazing. Danny, is there a favorite? Do you have a favorite scene that you compose music for in the film?
I think. Well, there is two scenes. One is, I guess, the quintessential scene when Sleepy is going into the cave and gets the key.
Okay.
And I think that was my favorite scene to write.
Okay. Yeah.
The one I'm most proud of is the narrator scene right at the beginning that leads into the film. Because listening back to that piece, it's something that it's not my style of writing really, because it's very playful, very quick, and I've never really written something like that. So sometimes I listen back to the track and I'm like, did I really write that? Because it doesn't sound like me. So I'm proud of that one.
And how was it for you, like working through the pandemic, or was it that you kind of have worked that? I guess we can work from home anyway. So was it not any different for you?
Well, to be honest, I've only really started out with composing during the pandemic. So, I play in a band, and obviously once the pandemic hit, we finished our last tour in October 2019. So, we kind of went on to a forced hiatus because we couldn't do anything, and because we live all over the world. We wrote a little bit. We haven't released a lot since. We're still waiting on the right timing. But because of that break from the band, I still wanted to have a creative outlet. So I started composing fully at that time. I've done little bits and pieces before, but I fully started during the pandemic.
Amazing. And did you get the bug after you started? Or you're like, oh, I want to do that again?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. It's when you write for the band, when I write songs, they need to be absolutely how I see them. Whereas if you write on a film or you write for a client, you have to write the music on how they want it. So sometimes I'm thinking, you really like that? You really think that's the best thing? But if they're happy with it, then I'm happy with it. I might overthink it and add more and more and more, but and I think that's the rewarding thing about composing for film or television, but it also makes it a lot easier, I think, because you don't obviously you're involved, but it's not you presenting it yourself on stage, or it doesn't have your picture on it.
Yeah, definitely. And would you love to do more The Adventures of Sleepy the Magical Bear film, or would you love to do more of those?
Yeah, definitely. So once more films come along, I'd love to be on board.
Yeah. So the experience for you was a positive one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a great experience. I think David and myself, we worked really well together. So, and there was never any pressure, So, and that was really cool. It was obviously whenever I had the time to deliver something, we did have vague deadlines, but it was never, oh hell, I need to do a 24-hour shift now to deliver something. If I wasn't able to deliver it on Monday, then I just sent David a message and he said, yeah, that's cool, send it over Tuesday, Wednesday, or so. And that was a nice experience to have whilst having other projects on the side as well. So
to feel not as pressurized, which is great.
Yeah.
Did you oh, I forgot my question now, it's gone out of my head. Oh, that's the question. Was there good thing David can edit it. Thanks, David. Are there any challenges that you faced during this time?
I guess sometimes the biggest challenge for me was not knowing what comes next. So, you know, if there is a scene and it ends, and obviously David had that vision, okay, because he knows what comes afterwards. You know, so he might think, yeah, you know, end it on this, or, you know, do it like that. And like, but that doesn't really seem like it works. Obviously, in the bigger picture, it might very well work, but because I didn't have that insight, you know, and I think that was the challenge, to kind of trust the director on what he wants, even with me thinking it might be a little bit strange.
Yeah, and that's a massive learning there, isn't it? Because it's really hard to do that sometimes. I'm even going, are you sure? And it's just so much trust. Sometimes you have to go, okay, you got to trust it. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes if you do, like, I don't know if you do any filming or yourself acting wise, but if you just do a couple takes and you're like, I want to do one more, and you have to just trust that they've got what they have, and you've just kind of let it go. And it's hard. That it's a massive learning curve, but it's a good thing to learn. Just let it go and just trust.
Yeah,
it's a really nice, really, really great. Well said, Danny. Oh, that's great, amazing. Danny, thank you so much for chatting with me today. It's been an absolute pleasure. I look forward to maybe meeting you one day in person. It'd be amazing. But thank you so much for your time. Good luck with everything. And I hope to see you one day soon.
Yeah, brilliant.
Thanks,
thank you
Danny.
very much, and all the best to you.
Take care. I'm just going to stop the recording.
All right.